Boys, this is what I eat and what you should be eating to build a lean and aesthetic physique. So in this video, I'm going to go fully in depth on this diet, or well, call it a diet, but it's realistically the way humans should be eating, and how to optimize hormone support, how to feel your best, how to have loads of energy, and pretty much misconceptions within the fitness community, and obviously the meals and the actual foods you should be focusing on. Without further ado, before we get into the foods that I want you to eat, firstly, if you're trying to cut weight, one of the biggest, you could call it a hack, I suppose, you can do is just waking up and not eating, like fasting, right? Just get loads of water in you, get loads of coffee in you, hydrate effectively. You know, that feeling of hunger, it does make me work harder. It makes my brain sharper. But yeah, most people, they fast just to close the eating window, right? Meaning you obviously have less time to eat. So before we go further in, just make sure you are obviously sticking to a calorie deficit, find your maintenance calories, and eat around 400 to 600 calories under that maintenance. So yeah, I would wake up and probably fast for around 4 to 6 hours before my gym sessions. So my first meal would usually be before my gym sessions, which would obviously, before a gym session, you do need carbs, okay? If you want to perform your best. But on rest days, I would avoid eating carbs for my first meal, because I find that if I eat carbs early on in the day, I end up being hungrier later on into the night. And on your rest days, try and not eat carbs early in the day and just eat all your carbs around noon, like afternoon time. But on your training sessions, whenever you do train, you need to carb up beforehand. So I wake up at around 5 to 6 a.m. and just crack on with 5 to 6 hours of work, fasted work. I'm recording now, right? I'm got my water, I got my coffee, I'm feeling good. I'm fasted right now. And when I'm about to train around 1 p.m, pre-workout, I would either have a low-fat yogurt bowl with a load of fruit and unpasteurized honey to keep those carbs high and the fats low and the proteins moderate. That is very important. I find my sessions a whole lot more enjoyable by eating like this. But I tend to stay away from these carbs. My carb source usually comes from just fruit and veg, because that's what keeps me satisfied. That's what I can stick to. That's what I enjoy. But yeah, I would break the fast with a meal like that and then go train. Post-workout though, I would have a massive, well, not massive, but a big but balanced meal, prioritizing fats, okay? Fats are not your enemy. Carbs are not the enemy. Protein's not the enemy. whatever, okay? If you just have balanced, real food. But yeah, I prioritize fats post-workout, like eggs. Eggs are just a staple in my diet. High-fat steak cuts, like ribeyes, sirloins, like they are so important for your hormonal health, right? If you want to get lean, you can't be ignoring fats, you can't be ignoring carbs. It makes the process a whole lot harder. Yes, I've done keto before and I looked sick doing it, but I felt awful. But my sessions weren't as good as they usually were. You know, I didn't get any pumps whatsoever. It just made my gym sessions a lot less enjoyable, to be honest. But it's definitely a good tool, keto. I have nothing against it, because I do use it myself sometimes. But to like look dry, look tight for a certain occasion, like a wedding, or it's just good to have in your tool belt, pretty much. But yeah, post-workout would be something like eggs and a high-fat meat with a load of vegetables. So the healthy fats, right, they're not your enemy, okay? They support your hormone health, they support your joints, they support, your brain function, they support everything. So alongside my fats and obviously a bit of protein from the steak and from the eggs as well, right? I then have a load of vegetables, high volume foods and micronutrients. I can't stress how helpful this was. So I've always craved a load of food. I've always wanted to eat a load of food, just as a previous skinny fat or fat kid, right? And honestly, this just made the process a whole lot easier, right? I would pretty much get a whole bag of these mixed vegetables with like aubergines, courgettes, bell peppers. I would put a load of spinach over it, you know, all these micronutrients. Yes, I know your body can't absorb them as much, but it keeps me full. And plus it is, there's still, you know, trace amounts of micronutrients in this, which are just so important for your health, so important for your body, so important for your mind. Honestly, micronutrients over your macronutrients. You got to focus on those micronutrients. They are so important. It's quite literally a cheat code to getting lean. Pretty much I make these veggie stir fries and I put tomatoes in, put zucchinis in, put bell peppers in, and it tastes so good. Put some onion powder, chop up some onions, you know, put some garlic in there. Mate, it tastes amazing. You're getting your micronutrients in, you're getting so much potassium in, so you look leaner and tighter, and it actually helps your muscles function, right? It just makes cutting and your life a whole lot easier. I'm not hungry anymore because I eat so much food still, but it's just so low calorie. So just make sure you're getting your fruit and veg in, and the low calorie foods. You know what? I'll create a cheat sheet down below of a load of low calorie foods, and I'll put some example meals down below as well. It's totally free. I'm just going to give it to you for free. Okay, I'm here to help. But yeah, go get your high volume food cheat sheet, mate. It will make your life a whole lot easier. Right, and after my post-workout meal, there's obviously one more meal. I still have enough calories for the day. And at this point, I'm not even hungry. I can go to bed full, satisfied, I feel good. Another meal would pretty much be the same, but I would include a bit more fruit maybe. And I would just try and hit my protein goal for the day, prioritize maybe a lean source of protein to keep the calories low. Something like chicken with maybe some more eggs and just a load of fruit. Honestly, just be on the fruit, okay? And one last thing is, if you know me, I preach whole foods only. It's honestly, I live and die by this. Every single piece of food I pick up from the store, I look at the back, and if it's not one ingredient, I don't buy it, okay? All these things, they can have added salt in it, okay? I know salt's not bad, you need sodium. And here is one of the biggest lies that I see going around the fitness industry, is the 80-20 rule. Oh my days, these people, they eat McDonald's, yeah? It's a low quality, yes, it fits your macros, but it's not all about the macros, it's about the micronutrients, okay? If you actually want to be healthy, live a good life, feel good, perform your greatest, you need to fuel your body with good food. You know, I would have one cheat meal a week, but that made my cravings come back throughout the week. It just made the process a whole lot harder. So I just stuck to 100% whole foods, like one ingredient foods. Honestly makes your life so much easier, just focusing on the micronutrients, okay? And you can do this by just eating a load of veg, eating a load of fruit, and eating a load of whole foods, right? Eating eggs, they're just a staple in my diet. Red meat and eggs are such a good source of just everything. You know, these people that they use the 80-20 rule, but they're lacking in certain micronutrients, they're lacking in their minerals, they have too much sodium in their diet. Like, it makes your training worse, it makes your performance worse. It's just not worth it. And sticking to a 100% whole food diet honestly changed my life. Like, I'm trying to preach this so hard to my family and my close friends. It just changed the game, mate. I made the best results of my life. It's like my mind is a lot more clear. I've got no mental problems. I'm seeing really fast progress, and I'm loving it. Like, I enjoy every single piece of food I put into my mouth now. I actually enjoy. You know, it tastes so good. I appreciate the things that I have now. You know, I appreciate my food a lot more, just because it just tastes so much better, because I'm not used to this processed stuff, this processed junk. So there we have it. And obviously, how to actually get lean is you need to be in a calorie deficit. You need to be training hard. You need to be getting your cardio and your steps in. And you need to stick to the whole food diet and the things I've just taught you. So there you go, boys. I hope this video helped, and let's get lean, boys. Let's get aesthetic. Cheers, guys. I'll see you later.